Hey, it's Psychotic, and I'm here to remind you that you're infinite. My spirit has the power to access the fixed star Al Shane and a gift to access the fixed star Aldebaran, which you know as Archangel Michael. So let's start this healing. Yeah. You are not the body. You're infinite. Higher Perspective by Archangel Michael. Now, what I'm going to explain right now is to prove to you that you are not the body. Now, we hear it often, but we may not be able to actually pinpoint what that really means. And see, if you don't understand something, then you can't explain it. If you don't understand something to the fullest degree, then you won't be able to explain it in simple terms. And see, I'm able to tap into the unseen realm and bring it to you to make it make sense like that. For you to be able to be like, oh shit, I get it. It's not that difficult to understand. You are not the body. You're not. Don't get lost. I'm going to help you right now. I'm going to put you through a series of tests to prove to you that you are not the body. And it's going to be very simple. I need you to watch. If you just have your headphones on and you just have it in the background, I need you to watch the video right now. I'm going to prove to you that you're not the body. You find a pen real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because people get too lost and they want to, and they get caught into all these other lost ways and lost ideologies of trying to preserve the body. Trying to preserve the body. Could you imagine if a caterpillar wanted to preserve its body and not become a butterfly? Come on. You are not the body. I'm going to prove it to you. Check it out. Let me write this bigger. You can see this shit more. All right. Now I want you to pay attention. It's gonna be real easy too. I'm gonna show you this, and I want you on the count of three. I'm gonna count to three. On the count of three, I want you to close your eyes and visualize this word on this notepad. And I'm going to do it with you. All right? On the count of three, we're going to close our eyes and we're going to visualize this word on this notepad. On three. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay. On the count of three, I want you to now, you can keep your eyes open. I want you to now, in your head, scream this as loud as you can in your head. I want people from across the world to hear you. But say it in your head. On the count of three. I'm going to do it with you. 1, 2, 3. Boom. You just saw that word, right? When you closed your eyes. Were you using your physical eyes? No, you weren't. You wasn't physically looking at them. You wasn't using these two eyes. You was tapping into something else. When you screamed that word as loud as you could, you didn't use your vocal box, did you? No, you didn't. Once you screamed it, you heard yourself scream it. That's how you can confirm that you screamed it. But you didn't use your eardrums, did you? So you saw the word infinite without using your eyes. You screamed the word infinite without using your voice. You heard the word infinite without using your ears. You are not the body. This is merely a vessel that you're occupying. You are infinite. It's psychotic. I'm here to remind you that you're infinite. Now, this is light shit. This is simple shit. See, me and the other archangels already tapped into this knowledge. We already know this is simple shit. But we come here and motherfuckers is lost. I've been harnessing this for a while. And it's like, nah, let me put my peoples on. This is strong spirits only. And that's exactly what you're utilizing. Your spirit. You're shapeless, formless. You're infinite. For you to be here right now, wherever you're at, whether you're in your car, you're at the crib, you took a break, you're on your lunch break at work or whatever, for your physical body to be where it's at. And now I want you to imagine yourself in front of your home. Imagine yourself in front of your home, like you can see the front of your house. You can't tell me, I can't tell you right now that you're not there. If I tell you imagine in front of your house, and if I had the balls to say, no, you're not thinking of that, you're going to look at me like, then yes, I am. You're going to be like, yeah, I am. You astral traveled. You astral traveled. You took your shapeless and formless realm. You took your shapeless and formless body and moved it through multiple walls across a distance, and you instantly found yourself in front of your house. Now, if you want to actually go there physically, you have to now bring that thought form that's in front of your house back to the place you're at, whether you're on your lunch break, you're at home, or in a car, whatever. And you have to now put the energy physically and move this shit. See, your spirit moves quicker than the physical body. This is something we created. And see, when you kicking real shit, this is when my birds come through. I don't know if you can see right now, but there's a red robin right there. And I'm actually connected with the Aquila constellation, which is actually a bird constellation. I don't know if you was able to see it, but he's in the trees right now. I can't even really aim it, but you know what I'm saying? I'm tapped in. I have multiple moments of just, of hearing blue jays. I'll be sleeping. I'll be hearing blue jays call out, like they'll call out. They'll be screaming. And the second I get to the window, like they'll wake me up. The second I get to the window, I'll look outside my window. There'll be like two of them on the trees, and they'll stop screaming once I get to the window, and they'll just look at me. Their heads will just be looking, and I could feel their energy. I'm gonna make a video about the Aquila constellation and how I'm tapped into that as well. When I say my spirit has the power to access the fixed star Al-Shane, the fixed star Al-Shane is a star within the Aquila constellation. And that's something I'm going to break down to you as well, because it's real interesting. This all has to do with you being infinite. You're not the body. You're utilizing it. You're experiencing through it. This is your spaceship. It's your spaceship. It's okay. Woosah, breathe. It's all good in the hood. Look, you are not your body. You are not your culture. I'm going to prove to you you're not your culture. You are not your religion. You are not your beliefs. None of these things are you. You're not your body. You're not your culture. You're not your religion. You're not your beliefs. You utilize these things. I already proved to you that you're not the body. Let me prove to you that you're not your religion. If you was your religion, you wouldn't be able to switch religions. If you was your religion, you wouldn't be able to switch religions. You wouldn't be able to. People switch religions all the time. They were so deep into one religion for 5-7 years, and then they kill that off, and they're like, nah, now I'm this. Oh, okay, so you wasn't that. And you're not this neither. You just utilizing it. You're not your religion. You're not your culture. People get caught onto thinking they're their culture. So now anytime someone wants to disrespect the culture, they get offended. Anytime someone sees the holes or something not so humanitarian like within a culture, people get offended by it because they believe that that's their culture. People are trying to find something in the physical realm to hold on to. You're infinite, baby. You're not your culture. You're not. Some people want to grow up in very Hispanic traditional ways. Then they may want to forget that way and want to live how Jamaicans want to live and want to go by that culture and want to do things how they do things. So you just switch between two cultures. You're not your culture. You was raised by it. It showed you a way of life, but that's not you. You are not your beliefs. How do I know you're not your beliefs? Okay, don't you change what you believe in through multiple ranges of your life, through timelines of your life? At different times, you believed in different shit, right? There was a time you believed in Santa Claus. There was a time you believed the fat motherfucker in red, in a red suit, was flying through shit. You know what I'm saying? Throwing shit in your fucking crib. You believed it. You believed it. But then what happened? You got older. You started to gain your own wisdom and knowledge, and you realize that he doesn't exist. Therefore, what you believed, your belief changed. You're not your beliefs. Now, see, what happens here is people can start to get worried or nervous because, see, I burn through reality. I burn through whatever it is that you believe in, and I'm here to show you that you're more than that. And through the process of me burning what you believe in, everything you think that's you is not you. So what is you? You're the shapeless, you're the formless, you're the spirit. You're composed of the spirit, the soul, the body. Nikola Tesla, if I'm saying his name right, that dude was a genius. He was the first one to give you electronic cars and give you Wi-Fi and give you a phone call in like the 1700s or some shit, or 1800s or some shit. He understood frequency, vibration, and energy. If you understand frequency, vibration, and energy, you tap into your infinity. Now, what's a spirit? What's a soul? You don't have to. You don't have to. You could be an atheist and understand this shit, and be like, oh shit, this actually makes sense. The spirit, the soul, the body. Correlate your spirits as a frame of thought. Your spirit is the shapeless. Your spirit is your lightest cloth. It's a thought process. You can have high spirits. You can have low spirits. That's like having a thought of something that's really, really good, or then you can have low spirits of something that's really, really bad. That's the spirit. It's a frame of thought. It's a frequency, vibration, energy. Thought, emotion, body. They're like synonyms. Frequency, vibration, and energy. Then you're going to have the spirit, the soul, the body. Your spirit, your frequency is going to show you what level that you're on. Where's your frequency at? Where did you tune into? If you have high frequencies or you have high spirits, you tapped into something that people will look at as more delightful, as something more positive, as what people will call positive. Right? And you can see these people. Oh, wow, somebody may be real smiley. They may be giving a helping hand. They may be like, yo, I'll help you out. Oh, look, here's some valuable information. Look, don't go to that store because I go to this store. Wow, this, and you have no choice but to say these things. Wow, this person's in a good spirit. This person has high spirits. This person is getting influenced by higher spirits. And then what do we look at somebody who has low spirits? Someone who wants to really kill. Someone who, for no reason. Someone who wants to just be real selfish. Someone who wants to just do harmful shit. Right? We look at these people as having low spirits Or yo, you tapping into some demonic shit. That's what people would say. You have high spirits, low spirits, high frequencies, low frequencies. That's the range. That's the synonym. Spirits and frequencies, they're one and the same. Now, what is your soul? Your soul is the particular individual out of the pool of spirit. I repeat, your soul is the particular individual out of the pool of spirit. Or we can go into the other synonym, vibration. Your vibration is particular within that frequency. You have that frequency, you have a high frequency, and now your vibration is the particular one within that. The vibration is the emotion you put into something. See, the spirit, soul, body, frequency, vibration, and energy, this is how God is created. This is how God creates. This is how you create. This is how you manifest. This is a universal key. You can take this to any realm, to any planet, and you're valid if you understand this. You're infinite. You already do these things. But see, it's like a monkey walking around with super crazy gadgets and don't know how to use it, but every now and then they may use it. No, become the expert. Take your power back. You can have high spirits, low spirits. Now, you can vibrate high or you can vibrate low. Meaning you can have high emotions or you can have low emotions. The amount of emotion you put into something is going to be whether or not you're fulfilling the thought that you had. So let me break it down. Let me give you an example. You can have a high spirit, right? Let's say a high spirit is to drink water. I like to use this example. Let's say you have a spirit to drink water. Now, you tapped into the frequency. That's the frequency you went to. That's a thought that you have. That's a spirit that you went into. Drink water. Now, next is your emotion or your vibration, right? So now the vibration is going to be how much emotion did you put into that thought? And if you really want to get this water, that means you really put emotion into it, right? Frequency, vibration, and energy. The energy now is the result of the emotion you put into the thought that you had. And if you don't vibrate high enough, if you don't put enough emotion, then you're not going to get the creation. Let me give you an example. You walk into a restaurant, you have a thought or you reach the frequency to get some water, which is a pretty decent and high frequency. Reason why is because your body's electric and water is electricity. Water should be the first thing you intake in the morning. Not no food, not no sugar, not no anything else. Your body's electric. Drink some water in the morning. First thing after you wash up. That's just a little tip. You go into a restaurant, you have a frequency of thought to get some water. That's the frequency you hit. That's the spirit that you hit. That's the thought that you hit. Now, let's say you don't have a lot of vibration towards this. You have the thought, but you don't have a lot of vibration towards this. You don't put a lot of emotion to this. So now you may ask the person like, hey, can I get water? They may not hear you. And then they say, hey, what? And you're like, oh, no, that's all right. Never mind. You didn't really want that. So now you had this high spirit, but you didn't vibrate high enough. So therefore the energy, the result didn't come about. You didn't get that. But if you vibrate high enough, yeah, can I get that water? What happened? I want water. Let me get that water. Boom. You frequency, vibration, then you create the energy. The energy is the physical. The energy is the result. We're misusing the phrases energy and vibrations. But that's okay, because we're going to get better with that. spirit, frequency, vibration. Understand this, and you understand the universal law on how to manifest. The soul, right? You have the spirit, the soul, the body. Your spirit had a thought to step into a creation to experience. Your spirit, that's your shapeless. When I told you scream without your voice box, we told you to see without your eyes, and told you to hear without your ears, that's your spirit wanted to experience. Then your spirit put soul into that. Your spirit put some soul. Your spirit started to become the particular individual. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of human bodies. Your spirit knew, yeah, there's a whole bunch of shapes and forms I could step into. But then it put enough emotion to start to resonate into one. Now that your spirit is starting to become its own particular individual, then what happens? You create the body, the shape and form, and hopped into that womb, boom. You came out of the pocket, womb. And now you was the body. So congratulate yourself, because you put a lot of work into this shit. You're infinite. See, I don't want to talk about this like it's regular, because it is. The elites know this shit. And you can't be scared, because they feed off your fear. And God loves it when you're not scared. God loves it when you're not scared. When God sees you're not afraid to die, woo! Yo, life is gorgeous. Man, let me share you a story. I was walking from my friend's house. This was a part of my spiritual awakening about a year ago. And I listened to my spirit. And I tap into the directions it tells me the way to take and where to move. My shapeless and formless. It'll give me images of me projected a little further and kind of just show me. It's like automatic. Like, all right, I see myself going this way or whatnot. So I'm coming across a project buildings, a project like playground, and I see a whole group of gang members, all chilling out in their yard. Logically speaking, it would have made more sense to just go around the block. But you know what my spirit told me? Walk through those people. And I was already spiritually inclined during this moment, but for a quick second, I had doubt. For a quick second, I was like, but wait, that don't make sense. But you know what? I've already had multiple moments to know my spirit got my back. I was like, all right. So I walked through. Mind you, it was a whole group of gang members. I had sweatpants on that says Big Red on it. And they were red pants. And I was like, all right, I believe. And it told me, my spirit told me, move straight, keep going, don't look, just keep moving. So I started walking. I was like, all right, I'm gonna walk through. And I cut through. Here they go. Like, yo, who this nigga? You can hear the small mumbles. And one dude gets up, just kind of walks past me, just to kind of size me up a little bit. Now, I'm taller than all of them. He kind of walks past me. And I give him a look for about a second and a half just to show him that I'm not pussy, but also that, you know, there's no real beef. I'm just trying to walk through. Not trying. I am walking through. He kind of looked at me on the side like, who this nigga type shit. I walked past him. I could sense that he stopped once he got past me and turned to me. And my spirit told me, don't look back. You made it through. You're listening to yourself so far. You told yourself go through. Now don't look back. Don't have no fear. And I made it through. I didn't look back. I didn't have no fear. See, once God knows that you're not afraid, then it becomes gorgeous. Had I tried to be logical and go around the block or some shit, I probably would have got hit by a car. Them niggas probably would have spotted me or some shit and be like, oh, nah, who this nigga? Why he going around? Nah, let's jump this nigga. Oh, my shoelace would have probably untied. I probably would have fell. Because the universe worked like that. The universe worked like that. Can't have no fear. Spirit, soul, body. The soul is the in particular out of the containment of the spirit. Let me give you another example with the water just to show you how that even, so you can get a better understanding. If you have a spirit to get water, there's a whole bunch of cups of water, right? There's millions of cups of water all throughout the planet. Once you put enough emotion to get that cup of water, now the water's being poured. You put enough emotion. That's the soul. You have soul. When someone says, oh, that person got soul, that means they putting emotion into that. You putting soul. Now, once the water is done being poured, you already used your spirit. You already tapped into the spirit of the water, which is there's a whole bunch of cups of water. Now you're putting soul into it, your vibration into it, your emotion into it. Now you're getting this cup of water. So now, once the water's becoming a particular individual. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of cups of water, but there's not going to be no more cups of water. There's not going to be no more cups of water in my hand like this one. There's no other cups of water within this region. It's the soul. It became the body now. It became the spirit, soul, the body. The soul and the body are kind of like a thin line because the soul is in between. The soul taps you into your spirit and it taps you into your physical. That's what creates the three. That's why three is very important. And I'm gonna break down numerology for us too. You're not the body. You're infinite. Psychotic in this motherfucker. Love, peace, and hair grease.